All right, let's talk about how you're going to get traffic to your posts at the awareness and engagement stage. And so if you're asking the question, how do I go about getting traffic? That's another really great question. And, if we look here at the front end of the customer journey where we're at the aware and engage stages, you can see that you really have three choices. You've got search engine optimization or SEO, you've got social media channels, and you've got digital advertising. There's really your three different choices in terms of traffic sources for the aware and engage stage. The first two, SEO and social media updates, are what we call organic traffic strategies. In other words, the traffic is quote unquote free or not paid. Whereas your third choice, digital advertising, is of course a paid traffic channel. Now, the thing is, here's the difference between these two and a good analogy to think about. SEO and social media channels are like rain. Okay, so rain is something that it's going to come, right? You're going to get rain. You just don't know when, and you don't necessarily know where it's going to rain. Search engine optimization and social media updates are very, very similar to that. You cannot force traffic from search or social to any one place. You have really much less control over where the traffic is going to go and when it's going to come. Now, digital advertising is completely different. It's the complete opposite of that. You know exactly where that traffic is going to go, and you know exactly when it's going to go because you've cut a check for it, right? So you mailed a check to Facebook or put your credit card details in there, and believe me when I say the traffic is going to come. It's like a water faucet or a hose, right? Now you can take that hose and you can direct that water any place you want, but the downside is that the minute that you go and turn that hose on, you're going to start paying for that water, okay? Same with digital advertising. You can turn it on, you can turn on as much traffic as you want, but the more you crank it up, and as soon as you turn that hose on, you're going to start paying for it. So you can kind of see the ups and the downsides to these various traffic channels. On the one hand, you've got these free organic strategies, right? They do cost time and energy, right? Which equates to money. But to get SEO traffic and social media, you don't know where it's going to go. And you don't know when it's going to go there. You have much less control. In the digital advertising channel, you have exact control over where you want that traffic to go and when you want it to go, but you have to pay for it. All right, so if you're asking the question, it's a great question. How are we going to get traffic to this content? You must answer this question. You cannot be producing great content. This is what I meant earlier when I said great content is not enough. Okay, you need traffic and you need the ability to move people along the customer journey towards things that lead to revenue. All right, but if you're asking this question, this is a great question, and I'll answer it with another question. It's kind of a binary question, a yes or no. It's the same question as I asked when you asked about posting, how often you should post. Are you a publisher? Okay, now remember, publishers monetize this first three stages of the customer journey, the aware, engage, and subscribe stages. And here's this important thing. These publishers are going to publish, sometimes dozens of pieces per day, right? So this is Gizmodo.com. And, Gizmodo.com, you can see right here on the screen that just in this little section right here on their page that they have posted 3 times in the last 2 hours. Okay, when I took the screenshot. Gizmodo is publishing dozens of articles every day. Now, the reason this is important is because it's sites like this that suck up a lot of the search engine traffic and a lot of the social traffic simply because they're just generating such a volume of content and links and all these things that matter in the search engine optimization game and the social media game, where it's just like we're producing a lot of content and so we're getting a lot of social traffic. If you are a publisher, and you're going to need to be, going back to how often should I publish? You're going to need to be publishing as much as your competitors are, likely, and you're going to be relying a lot on search and social. If you're not a publisher, right, if this isn't your model where you're going to publish high frequency and sell advertising and subscriptions to the content, then you want to, if you're not planning on posting with a high frequency, you want to have paid traffic as part of your traffic mix. Okay, you're gonna want to at least some of the traffic, right? You should be paying attention to search engine optimization and social, but be willing to put money down and make sure that you are able to buy traffic and point that traffic directly at your content. If you're going to spend the time producing truly valuable content, it's worth it to go ahead and buy the traffic.